Hello there.
Meter time, that's a 360 static meter.
I'm just gonna leave it there and see what happens.
Yeah.
I got just kind of let it settle down a little, and it basically, if static energy moves through it, I'll move it to, like that, right there. That's
what it does.
That's what it does. If something moves through it. Okay then.
Alrighty then.
We do have some, positive energy here, so we'll just see what we can document.
Meow meow.
Are you gonna help?
Are you gonna help?
Because I also have the ashes of my cat.
Oh.
So my,
Well, I had this urge to put it on the cat area. That is kind of interesting.
it just
Maybe it
came
was
to
the
my mind that, well, in
Spirit.
the bedroom, like
Spiritual.
I still have my ashes from my calico.
maybe she'll interact with us. Or a cat would be, and then it goes off. So
Makes sense to me.
good intuition, I guess.
No.
Gonna take baseline
Are you giving
readings.
off EMF, kitty?
With is the cat giving off EMF?
No.
Oh god, I was gonna say.
Right here I'm specking to 10.
Registers in milligauss, and it also does temperature, and then
Then you put the camera on it and I'll get nothing.
touches that.
Because that's how this
these will go
works.
off. So I'm,
I'm
like
just getting
that person
I'm getting
starts-
specs right in here.
It'll read
Just
that.
moving through stuff.
Okay.
Sporadic spikes. That's the part. I'm on EMF right now. I haven't even done it. Haven't even done a static sweep yet.
Because being nerdy matters.
All particles matter.
We're about
All
3
particles matter.
We're about 3 and 4 microteslas in the bathroom now with a spike to 10. But it was just a spike. Pardon me, Chris.
Touches
Paranormal catativity.
it. That also happened when cats touch the meters. Anything?
Yeah, it's just EMF jumping all over around here.
Is it?
Only on the x-axis, though, not on the y-axis. I'm gonna have to read up more as to why the y-axis gets less. I'm gonna have to read up on that. But yeah, I'm getting like 4, 8. It's actually like
internet.
It's actually around the bed, not as much. Like on. Oh, right, 8 right there.
Yeah, right over where
Right where she sleeps.
Right.
That doesn't surprise me.
10 right there.
Okay.
Well,
That's a little
no, 8 right there.
excessive.
Just
Is that
slightly.
is the REM pod setting it off?
Yeah, the REM. If you're right on the REM pod, that's gonna set it off.
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah.
read right on pod.
I see that.
Read around pod.
I mean,
I
yeah.
could have told him that.
This whole bed is enveloped in a cocoon of EMF energy.
That's
Should I bring the
Between-
periscope in here?
Well, this is EMF. I haven't swept for static yet.
I'd like to try it
The
though.
periscope does static, so we'll do that.
Right.
Switching over to static. Oh! I'm not happy about static in this place.
What?
I'm not happy about
No,
this
no, no,
at all.
no, no. A bleep.
we had a bleep on the REM pod.
That was different.
When we walked out here the first time, it did it as well. Didn't go to any of the other colors though.
See if I can get any anomalies. Or
No anomalies.
I'm looking for anything. Oh, okay. So a little something there. A little something there.
My battery's being very
So,
drained.
Anybody here that wants to touch one of these meters on the bed? You can pick any one of them. If you would like to interact, we'd just like to validate your
As soon
presence.
as you enter the hall, it goes insane.
That's so strange.
Yeah, it suddenly got quiet in here.
Yes, it did.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Very interesting, Bob.
That's static electricity all over the place in here. Oh, and then over the bed, the static dies.
Yeah, like I got one reading off of this.
Over the bed, but around the bed, it kicks.
It's right over there on our side.
If you look around the bed, it's going crazy.
So not
Look at that.
on the bed, not over the bed.
It is the bed is surrounded by static and EMF, and your side has some EMF on the bed too. But no, there's no static on the bed. I wouldn't say no, but
But it's higher
over here,
around
I'm
the
specking to 10.
Oh wow.
That's not normal.
Wow.
Ugh.
So it's picking up a lot.
What?
A lot of it. Let's see what can go on the roof. I'd like to keep it on the x-axis, but then I wouldn't be able to read it. What happens if you hold this thing upside down?
Oh,
Hello.
what?
Yeah,
Something just moved through there.
yeah, and I'm standing in front of my own camera, of
Oh,
course.
look at it go.
It's lighting up
That's
like a
pretty.
Christmas tree.
That was different.
That was different. Fancy.
Wow.
Wow, you got some.
Can you do that again? That was pretty
That
nifty.
was impressive.
I like the pretty colors.
Stick the Ed-meter on the nightstand, would you? I think that'd be a good place for it.
Check for dimensional shifts.
Wow, the static on this place is off the charts.
Yeah, really interesting. Why so staticky?
I want to see that Christmas tree lights again.
Right?
I like the 360 blur.
Can you do that
Blur.
again?
Oh,
What?
Well, you're
what's
blurring
going
from
on
lack of
over there?
light.
No, I'm blurring because there's something in front of me.
there's a pod.
I've got it. I'm on
The
it.
pod blipped a couple times.
Yes, it did, and it was blurring at that
What
very
does that
moment.
mean? That means
That's a proximity. So basically, to make that thing trip off, you have to be right out here, and you have to touch it.
Yeah,
Right?
if the lights go off, it's
Oh.
proximity. If it blips like that, the little red blip light is
Yeah,
temperature.
that's the temp sensor that's blipping right there. But if you touch this, you have to break
Yeah.
the field.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm standing over here and it's
And
blipping,
it blipping is kind of
something's breaking the field. See?
Like that.
Just
Like that.
like that,
There you go. Yeah.
like that, like that.
Like that, like that.
That's much
Yeah.
better.
Oh.
I see that.
Oh, come back.
Come
See?
back.
I turn it on and then you leave me. Can you do that again? Hello?
No, we're just gonna have the.
That just cracked me up.
Nobody said we can't have fun. Hold on.
That's funny. Now it's not gonna do it.
No, it's not going to do it. Turn it off. I swear to God it'll do it. No, it's like that. This is my luck. They don't want me to document it.
I am documenting. And you
Oh,
can't
yeah,
stop
you guys
me.
are getting all the footage. Sometimes I like to get a
But I
little
find
here
it
and
interesting
there.
that it's perfectly clear. It goes totally blurry, and then the blinky lights go.
Yeah, it's like the timing is impeccable.
Seems a
Wow.
bit unusual.
Anybody home?
Anytime there's the red blip.
Yeah, that's just temp sensor.
Yeah.
And I don't worry about it too much because it is a little cool, so it might be registering that. Anytime all the other lights go crazy, I'm really interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it starts to beep and the temp sensor goes off when there's no airflow and we're asking a question and all of a sudden it starts chiming, then I find that to be an interaction, more intelligent interaction.
Measuring temperature over there. Oh,
Yeah, I know. I'm a little nervous about that temperature.
I know, right?
It's
It
heading
does
towards
that
the
all
number.
the time. It's always
Don't
66.
you dare! Don't
Don't do
It's
it.
always 66.6.
Don't
So
go
like,
there,
it
I
reads
know.
that so many times. I wonder if that's just.
you can freak out.
I wonder if they
Dog.
made the thickness of that of the thing so that it would do that. You know, the rubber thickness.
We don't need all those numbers. Okay?
Some-
We don't need
some
that
engineer
particular
figured-
array.
Some engineer figured out if it's 72 degrees in an apartment.
Don't you dare! Knock it
Don't.
off.
Oh,
and
you-
the temperature sensor went off.
I know.
At the same exact time.
Oh, stop it.
Now, you
That's awesome.
Really? Come on.
You think you're funny, don't you?
Oh.
Why?
I knew you had to do it, didn't
That was
you?
awesome.
Wow.
And
that
well,
was awesome.
Well, I would just discount that because
Whatever.
that's just the temperature in here. But what's interesting to me is that right when it did that, the temperature sensor is going off on the REM pod. That's what's interesting to me.
And it's staying at that particular number. Aren't you special?
Well, it'll probably go.
Impress me a little more.
It's probably just passing
Touch.
it through.
Touch
anything.
a meter.
Touch.
Make the lights blink, please.
Touch.
Awesome.
I want
If there's actual something here to be interacted with,
But
okay.
it's not, the temperature sensor's too easy. Come on, do something a little
they-
harder.
I want colors.
You can do better than that.
Yes.
I want more than
Colors.
I want more than the temp sensors. Temp sensors are fine. I get that it's easy. It's easy to manipulate.
That's the easiest
But can you
thing.
step it up a notch and break the field on one of these meters? They all generate a field.
We saw it before. This
You're capable of it.
Yup.
lighting up like a Christmas tree earlier.
Right?
I want to see that.
We like lights.
Anything that's negative, you're not allowed here.
No, you're not.
This is a space of light and positivity.
Right.
So everybody else can go away.
Stuck at that.
And you see, you can't even touch the meters.
Wow. Still 66.6.
That's
I'm
fine.
feeling like I need to close this.
You know, get it warmer in here or something. Change the temperature.
And it's-
Over closer to the door is registering 64. So it actually is warmer over there in the corner.
Warmer.
But it went from 64 to 64 over there to 66 degrees.
I want to see those colors.
I know, that was kind of cool. So, you know how... Okay.
What?
Okay.
Somebody's doing something.
Stop it!
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, in that special.
It's still 66.6.
Yes, it
I
is.
see that. I'm gonna document that.
Sure, again.
Where's the K2?
In the bathroom.
I was one because I hear it.
Really?
You hear it?
Yeah.
It is. It's going off.
Oh my gosh.
That's all right.
Great.
I've got ears.
We have earballs. We can hear the things.
All right,
So
if you guys, how about her dad? I know you're around. You want to come in and
Right.
try? I know it's really hard. It takes a lot of energy. Maybe you want to appear in a different way or interact in a different way. But we've got some different things you can touch here. You can walk up to this and touch that and show that you're here. Same with that one. You can touch that one or that cute little spiky thing over there. As we saw earlier, it
I
did
like
make
that one.
make a little Christmas tree action happen.
My dad was a big kid, so
Uh,
why don't you touch the fun, spiky one?
I heard a little noise almost coming out of it, but then it stopped. Like you couldn't quite get the energy. Just take a little energy and just go up to that meter and just make it sparkle if you can. I know you don't have to perform on our schedule. We're not here to demand something out of you.
blur.
And it went down to 66.5. So
Yeah, it was
Mega
it was
blur.
flickering
Yeah.
for a bit, and then it went down.
And we have solid blur.
yeah, that's just your light because I'm not blurring.
Well,
So that's.
I generally
This is a really tough situation for cameras.
It is.
Without a
It
light
confuses
because
the camera.
yeah, the
I
reason
do
I'm not
have a
using a
light.
video light is because of this thing. So
well, see, I have my IR and I have my low light,
So it
and it was
doesn't-
fine
Yeah.
just a
It doesn't
second
like
ago.
you.
well,
It's
it's
just-
not all I can say is it's not blurring my camera. That's all I can say.
Well, you're lucky.
Yeah, it's not standing in front of me.
I'm not even trying to film anything, so it's not going to blur me.
Right.
Whatever this is,
Ooh, now you did blur that time. I quit.
yeah, it's leaking. It's a leak. We
Yeah.
got a leak.
It's very uncomfortable.
And it doesn't want to interact with me, which is
No.
Typical.
No, man.
typical of something that's a little more negative.
Right,
It-
right.
They hide from you a little.
They hide.
But I'll just worry.
For fun.
I'll just worry about the positive energies. Like, I want to interact with them.
Yes.
Only
For
the
sure.
nice energies will do.
Can you put it into your night vision mode?
As far as the low light mode, I'm already in it.
No, but doesn't the night vision turn it to black and white?
Yeah, that's what I'm already doing.
Okay, thank you.
Now, but
You're
it's
in
gonna.
film noir.
No, it's just low light. It's grainy without the. What makes it film noir, if you want to call it that, or good quality black and white, is when you use the video light in conjunction with that feature. That's a. And I can use the video light, but it'll wash out the.
I don't mind.
It'll wash out the full spectrum.
Yeah, we'll just let it
Is the
go.
only thing.
And so what's interesting is that it'll be perfectly
Yeah.
clear, and then
And
right
all of a
before
sudden
something
something
happens, and then it goes blur.
Yeah.
And there's no reason, the light hasn't changed, there's no
It just
logical
is.
reason
Yeah.
for the blurrage.
And that's weird, like it's going down.
Now it's going down.
I don't understand this space. I just
It's
don't.
just it is a very it's unstable.
I have no idea.
The best word I can think of is unstable. It's a very unstable in here.
Yeah. that
We have
would be-
unstable
Yeah.
strangelets in here.
But we are 66.4 now, so it cooled down.
Yeah.
The temperature by itself, it does that. That doesn't. That's a coincidence that I debunked. But what was interesting to me is right when it turned to 66.6, the temperature alarm started going off on the REM pod. That's what interested me.
That
They're
was
the
weird.
proximity
Oh, yeah,
sensor.
yeah.
We've had some action. So you guys have touched some of the meters. If you don't want to do it anymore, you don't have to.
Fine.
I think I'd like to go put at least a couple of these meters on that little desk and see if
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe.
I can do that.
I'll leave the REM pod here and the eddy meter here
Yep.
to because that cam will making noise, but it's not.
Oh,
Well,
Dad,
is that you?
Thanks, Dad.
That's awesome.
I know this isn't easy.
No, it's temperature shifts, beeping.
No, nothing yet.
Just
nothing
oh, here we go.
except for that.
Hi, Dad.
Try to catch a photo of it. I need to be on video. I'm ready for this. I'm not ready.
What?
Never ready.
Temperature alarm is.
Going berserk?
Yeah.
Figures.
I'm on EMF.
And what are you getting?
I got 8.
Wow.
I wonder if that's yours.
Well, don't touch it.
I'm making it mad.
No, not that. Down there it
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Cross meter. Oh, yeah, 8.
On the drawer.
Oh, 10 right there.
What's in the drawer? Iron?
Yeah, there's nothing in the drawers.
That's a little weird.
Well,
Nothing.
there's actually some electronics here. Oh, debunk.
Debunk.
That's electronics.
Other than that,
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
Bizarreness.
that's a total debunk on the EMF.
Okay.
teaching.
So any EMF readings are meaningless on this thing. So we'll switch to static.
Yeah, static. That is a lot different.
Yeah.
That's funny. I almost said something about like
Right.
I just shoved this.
I'm still getting
speaker
static on this
equipment
side.
Yeah,
down
speakers
there.
will always
Seeing
set off
the
meters.
static doesn't
Yeah,
do anything
yeah.
on the electronics. So
Okay,
'Cause
so
they're
so
making
you're
it.
still getting static.
Still
readings?
getting
But now
static hits
this
here.
is for real.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
So we are getting static energy on this thing. About 4, not a lot.
But more than
More than should be there.
More than
and the
should
electronics
be
down there are not affecting static.
No, not static electricity, only
No.
EMF. They're pegging EMF, but that's
Which
why
is normal.
That's why you have to debunk. Yeah, a lot.
Static's a little different.
A lot right there.
bunk and debunk.
Bunk and debunk.
Right there. I'm wondering if it's the meters, but I don't think it
Bunk
is.
and debunk.
I think the Mel-Meter sets it off a little bit. That's temperature though. That's
Yeah,
weird.
that's the temp sensor.
Right there, yeah. I'd say
Dad, are you
I'm
there?
I'm safe saying there's some static. There's some static anomalies on this thing. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Do you want to come back and interact with us for just a minute? I know it's a challenge, but we're
I
here.
would really appreciate it.
Whatever you can do. Zero that out.
Yeah. Sometimes they
So we
get
can
stuck.
start over. Can you touch that one over there?
Please.
Please.
They love the temperature sensors.
It's so easy for them. Okay, we got the temperature sensor.
Please. Dad, I know you're stronger than that.
You made it mad.
I've angered my meter. There. That should be alright. That's better.
So come on back now.
Alright. If that works better for you, let me know. If not, then that's fine. You're not here for our amusement.
Just like to know if you're here or
I
not.
would just like to know.
You can feel free to interact with us. Oh, thank
Hi.
you. Thank you so
Nice.
much.
Very nice.
Yay.
Thanks, Dad.
That was a little one.
Hi.
Like a little bit
Wow.
more.
Well, that's
That's something.
Can you do that again for us?
Please.
that takes a lot of work. That
It really
takes a lot of
does.
Very
energy.
impressive.
Organize your particles and make it work.
Try your best. I know you're trying. That's
What's
pretty
interesting is
yeah.
the temperature isn't changing when the temperature sensor is going on.
Well, there's a breeze going through this whole garage, so I wouldn't
there's
agree
a
with that.
cross breed.
But
It's-
the
it's not-
actual
it's not-
registering
Yeah, the
is not
register's not
changing.
changing, but I'll baseline it out. Hey, look at you.
It may be registering the breeze on that.
No, but this the actual temperature that it's registered now. Oh,
Hello.
Hi.
hi.
Hello.
That's measuring static,
Is that
yeah.
you?
That's cool.
Can you do that again if that's Dad? Her dad?
Hello.
Dad. My dad.
Yes.
My
The
dad.
client
I got
spot
something.
up.
I gotta clip that. I just
Did
had
you get
something-
anomaly?
I had an anomaly fly right in front
Nice.
of me.
Nice. Thanks for the anomaly.
Thank
All
you.
right.
He's like, I'm doing the best that I can. Come
I
on.
know it takes a lot of energy
But gee
to set
whiz,
these
what do
things
you people
off.
want
That's why
from
they
me?
always do the temperature sensor.
It's the
You
easiest.
guys want a lot out of me today. And, you know, I'm just trying to be here and help her out.
I mean, and I would debug the temperature sensor on that.
Yeah, maybe because the breeze I don't like it.
We're
It's not-
essentially outdoors.
it's
So,
not- yeah, it's not-
Yeah,
so no.
yeah, basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not controlled enough for me either. But that whole
The swirl.
other stuff that
No,
was
the
something else.
360, that's unexplained, yeah.
That's unexplained phenomenon. Can we have another?
Yes. Please.
Bleep, bleep.
How deep into interaction do you think we?
That's tricky because we want to talk to the loved ones and get her validation, but we don't want to spend a lot of time talking to anything negative.
And I might get sweared at.
Yeah, so
we don't like
I
to
got to
get
leave it
tested.
up to your discretion on that. I would.
How do you feel about all that? I mean, do you?
Yeah, we're gonna tamp it down no matter what afterwards, but
Yeah. I mean, because the spirit box is obviously open communication to the other side, so you can't
Right.
really fully control what's coming through.
Right.
The structure light sensor camera is just mapping anomalies and entities that potentially in the space, which again, still interaction. So that's up to you how comfortable you are with taking it to that
Engaging.
level,
Yeah.
or
I'm comfortable doing it. Does it? I don't want it to negatively.
no, because we're gonna cleanse anyways.
yeah, we're
But
gonna
cleanse
bless the
anyways.
space
But
regardless.
the SLS, in a case like this, I might. It's up to you and up to the client, but I might shy away from the SLS because the problem with the SLS in a case like this is you don't really know who or what you're mapping. Yes, you get a paranormal. They agree with me.
Yeah, you get a.
When I said that, the 360 went off. It just blipped.
Okay.
You don't really know who or what you're talking to. Yeah, I mean, yes, there's a stick figure, and yes, it's paranormal, but who is it?
Yeah. So maybe just do spirit box then?
That's what I'm feeling like.
And then
Yeah,
bless the living poop out of the place.
that's what I'm feeling like should happen.
I think that I think that's
Yeah.
probably a good idea.
Sounds like a smart,
Smart way to go.
measured interaction.
Yeah.
Yes.
More.
Because you can control the spirit box, you can't control the SLS.
No.
It's
Well,
just-
technically, I can and can't, but yeah, you
Yeah.
don't know who you're mapping. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. It
could be something really-
Could you wave to us? And if you could see what you're talking to, you would think twice.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You have a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's negativity
Yeah.
around.
Because I don't know what's going on upstairs.
Yeah.
All right, give me something more than that. Hit the antenna for me. All right. Can you do something besides the temperature for me?
No.
See, even the SLR blurs. This stuff is just not made for this. It's like, dude, use a video light.
It's just.
Or, because I get,
Well, that'll work. That one will
Oh
cover all
yeah.
of it.
But I want to make sure the.
I think we should probably just let her
let her
it go,
roll.
and we'll just do spirit box. I gotta figure out what I want to.
So the screen's so small.
Yeah.
But it should have caught that blinking. It absolutely should have.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what's going on in here now?
Oh, blinking.
Good. Blinking.
Oh, just things.
Wheezy box. All you gotta do is come and holler at it. Sorry. Okay. We'll get like white noise and
Yeah.
whooshing and that's fine.
That's the in between.
Yeah. What we're looking for is intelligent responses. It actually makes sense.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Hello.
Is there anybody here that wants to speak to us? Having issues?
Yeah.
Such as?
Recording of still images is prohibited. I'm not in photo mode.
It's possessed.
It's possessed.
I told you not to attach to the equipment. It was very specific. Record still images, you turd.
I didn't ask for photos.
Fussy. Hello? Do you not want to talk to me? Are you hiding from me?
Can we talk to family? The client's family?
There's a female voice right there.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Didn't like the sound of that.
I didn't like the sound of that.
That's very interesting.
Sounded a little,
Not the thing I wanted to talk to.
no.
It said not to you.
Yeah, it doesn't like me.
You said, what's your name? And it said,
And
not,
it's going,
it said
recording
not
of
to you.
still images impossible. Stop.
I already know. You may as well just tell me.
Oh, don't you get all
What was
live.
all that?
Why is it doing that?
That's being a poopy head.
So it's going to try to control the conversation. It's not letting
It's
anybody
not
else
letting any of the
say.
family come through. It's like a toxic energy that's built up and become like a gelatinous
It's
mess.
it's
What's your
sludge.
name, sir?
I gotta play with the.
I feel like I'm kind of whistling.
Well, that
Yeah.
happens with the
Yeah,
feedback.
that's actually
Oh, okay.
static. Yeah, yeah.
It's
And we get that a lot. It does sound like a whistle.
It does,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
No, but it's,
No, it
it's the
does
same
sound
kind
like
of whistle you get like when you play with the radio knob on static and you get that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that same kind of whistle, yeah. It's not a person whistling. Just sounds like it.
Sound, yeah, it just.
Hi, Meow Meow.
You down there? You down there?
Hello.
Dash,
That's a kitty.
what you doing?
This happens when there's something that's not quite right in a space.
Mm-hmm.
All the positive energies are restricted from speaking. And that really bothers me when that happens.
And mine.
Which means I just need to cleanse a little heavier.
Yeah, a little parafunk.
Yeah, a little parafunk spray, a lot of holy water. I got some plans for your place.
Could we be allowed to talk to somebody else, please?
Stop it with that.
Well, you won't talk
There's
to it.
something in the background.
Oh,
There's a female in the background.
okay.
There's something that keeps trying to come through, like they're trying to break
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
Is that Pam?
What is your name? Hello?
Pam, are you there?
Such feedback there. I'm gonna bring the volume down. I'm gonna open the channel a little wide and let a lot
To the
of
yicky.
it's gonna be a lot of extra garbage. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Cause that's just all.
I heard something.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
too,
I actually thought that was you for a second.
but I want to clear it up. Is this a little bit easier?
Yeah, it said yeah. In a female voice.
I hate opening up to this wider channel because it lets a lot of extra garbage and white noise through that makes it messier.
Right.
But sometimes they can manipulate it easier. I hate the messier setting now. So you guys are gonna have to work with it. I'm giving you an easier way to communicate. So you have to say something clear. I'm just not satisfied with this.
Trying.
Not too much.
Yes.
Yeah. These are all Class C responses, though. Yeah.
Hello? Is anybody here that actually wants to communicate to me?
It's just gobbledygook.
Yeah, it's just too mushy.
And it could be that negative poo head is holding everyone back.
Are you trying to control the conversation? Actually, I think we're squelched out right now.
Does anybody here have something to say to me? This is as quiet as it's ever been.
Yeah.
Very much so.
In a way, it's good validation because when you do get, it shows that when you do get something.
Those responses are very valid, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the East Bay. There's plenty of radio waves flying around, and we're not
Yeah.
picking up anything.
Recording of still images impossible. Duh.
Yeah, your thing won't work. This thing won't talk.
Sheesh.
Sounds like a Don Henley song.
Or Dad.
They're like, well, you know.
Ugh.
That was feedback.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. Can you not do that, please? That's not a good setting, obviously. We're just getting skunked
Yeah, we are.
by the dead.
Just by the
How
day.
come you won't let him talk?
Because he's a jerk.
He's a jerk.
You could let the family energies communicate, please.
Come on.
It's not like you're talking to us.
Shit.
Do you have anything to say? Just take it off then.
Here you go. I'm gonna try it that way.
The old-fashioned way.
Sometimes that works better.
Oh, okay.
Or we're just getting dissed.
You might just be getting skunked.
Very possible. It just sounds like a regular radio.
Yeah, it does.
You guys have one shot, one opportunity to speak to us. And I know I felt her dad in by that desk. Why won't you speak to me? Will something not let you? I mean, usually I'll get something out of them.
At least a little peep.
This dead silence, pardon the pun, is not ideal.
Not ideal. Quietest ever.
Are there any spirits here or any energies here that have any message? Nada.
Okay, we'll just have to.
So my rules still apply. You do not attach to the equipment. You do not attach to the investigators. You do not attach to the occupants or their friends, family, or animals. And those... Said, yep. Those are my rules. Thank you for abiding by them. Because I will make your afterlife difficult if you don't. That's just for the negative energies. The positive ones, I know you guys are in the light.
Yeah. I said yeah.
Yeah.
I said yeah.
I'm not worried about you guys. You guys are fine. You guys are okay. I'm not worried about that.
Sludge from above?
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah,
Wow.
very.
My feeling is that either they're afraid to talk or they're not being allowed to talk.
Wow.
And which means that there's a little bit of a funk that needs to be broken up and dissolved.
Right.
Because I could feel your father. I was able to communicate with his energy out there.
Absolutely. But not in
Just
here.
fine.
Not in here though.
Yeah, I was able to really interact with him.
Yeah. He's cool out there.
Yeah, and I think that the intense cleansing is quite warranted.
Yes.
Let's get her done.
Yes.
That blows my mind. Like normally I'll get something. I did get a couple of yeahs like from a distance. It's almost like they're hollering from over like afar. Like yeah, okay, yeah. We know
We're over here, but
good,
he's
we're
not
good,
letting
but-
us talk.
Yeah. So some sort of funky energy or blobby energy is just kind of not conducive to positivity, and we'll just rectify that. We were able to obviously document with a lot of these meters in a very productive and scientific way that there's energy fields that are not man-made, that are not typical. We're able to debunk. We're able to see, okay, this is electronic. Okay, that's why that's setting off that meter. Okay, that's man-made. That's fine. That's normal. That not paranormal. It's not no mumbo jumbo on that. It's none of that stuff. But then we find readings in areas where like there shouldn't be something, there shouldn't be any reading happening, yet 10 microteslas, things like that are occurring that we don't have a good, solid scientific answer for, and that's when we start to look into, well, is this a paranormal cause?
Right.
I'm able to touch that desk out there and feel exactly how your dad passed. He's able to interact with me. He's able to show me that in a real palpable way. I'm able to feel your energy just fine, yet nobody will speak to us.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of gets me in this feeling like, all right, there's something obviously not quite right, and we need to make it, we need to reestablish this as your space again. This is your home. This is where you want to be happy and live and just be in harmony and be at peace and be comfortable. Who doesn't want that out of their home? You want your cats to be happy, you know.
Exactly.
We'd like to restore that for you.
Yep.
Yes.
My blessings are very multi-layer. Are there any methods you're not comfortable with?
No.
Like pretty much, I use Catholic, Native American, Creole. I basically kind of do it all.
Yeah.
So as long as you guys are comfortable with a multi-faith approach,
Yeah.
I'm going to blanket your space in a lot of light, a lot of love, and
Yeah, that's all that matters to me.
Rearrange the vibration.
yeah, I'm going to rearrange your vibrations. And then hopefully you guys will just feel a little more comfortable, a little more at peace.
Yeah.
And be able to just enjoy your space together. And
Because it's a nice place. You shouldn't get freaked out in your own home.
You shouldn't feel uncomfortable in your own space because, I mean, for crying out loud, you're paying to live here.
Yeah.
These other entities aren't paying rent. So.
No, they're not paying.
And
They
your
need to go.
your positive the positive energies that I was able to tap into just with my own gift, because even if something dark is trying to skunk me on the machines, they usually can't block me all the way out. So I was able to, at least I was able to connect with some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So that part I know. Okay, there's some positivity here. There's some good stuff
My
here.
dad
He was very palpable. The one that I could feel the strongest.
Yeah.
I know that there are other energies here, but he was the one that was like the spokesperson, I guess, and he was more equipped to communicate with me. So I was glad to hear him and know that he is very protective of you. So I think he'll help me with the cleansing. And
He
then,
said he would.
Yeah, and he did say that he would.
Yeah.
So I think that.
Yeah.
So I think that we'll show you some methods of just keeping it going, because you are going to have to smudge once in a while because you're living in a space where you share walls. You're going to have to keep other people's crappy energy away from you. And because you're an empath, you're going to want to smudge yourself regularly. You're going to want to take some, Epsom salt baths, and even throw in a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt in there because that draws out negative energy.
Makes your skin soft.
And makes you soft, yeah. So you'll be soft and feel
I
good.
have one of those lamps at work now.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I love those. Yeah, that really helps. You're really going to need to deploy maintenance methods because you're spiritually gifted. If you don't deploy these methods, you're just going to be back in this situation in 6 months of new energy being attracted to whatever and leaking through. But I can easily show you how to take care of this on your own.
Cool.
It's real easy fix.
It's super easy, but there is some energy that really doesn't fit with the dynamic. It's like you have a real happy and cute home. It's really sweet. You got cute animals. Everything's like really great. You've got some familial energy that's really nice here.
Yeah.
And then just something that totally doesn't belong.
Right.
It's
very
going to
weird.
be
Yeah.
evicted.
It's super weird. Like it doesn't make any sense as like why. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit the mold.
Oh, there you go.
You guys are, fun and sweet and vibrant and great and
Yeah.
I mean, even Mr. Skeptical is doing just fine. He's tolerating the weirdos really well.
Right.
You've got very good manners. You're tolerating the weirdos in your home.
The woo people.
But
The mumbo and the jumbo.
That's right.
But at the end of
And the
day,
Ricky
all
Lake.
we want to do is make sure people can be happy. If people can just be happy in their darn space, for crying out loud. And some of these meters give off some really interesting readings that
Yeah,
are,
there's a lot of
not-
measurable energy in here.
that's not quite normal. It's a little out of the ordinary.
Can't explain it.
But your
Yeah.
but your dad's pretty cool. I like him. I like him a lot.
Yes,
Very
he was
protective
a-
energy.
Yeah, he was, from what I remember, he was
Yeah.
just very awesome. he was a good man.
Well, he's still
Well,
around.
he's
you,
still
so,
around.
So you still get that benefit of that protection.
Yeah.
Still around and
love.
still awesome.
Yes, still around,
exactly.
still awesome.
And you're still his princess.
Yes.
And that's so sweet.
You are very important to him. So
And
I
that
think
is
I think
just
he's
the
pretty
best
stressed
thing
out
ever.
and worried about some of the energy in the space that just doesn't fit.
Yeah,
We'll take care of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably. Yeah, I mean, he was very protective.
this is just.
We are in static. We're after the
Oh, I'm standing
cleansing.
here.
Throughout the apartment, we were measuring spikes of 10 microteslas, anywhere between 6 and 10 microteslas. Throughout the apartment, it was really high right here. I'm reading 1.5 microteslas right here.
Oh wow.
I haven't read my tongue into that.
It's actually falling while. And just to document, we
Which
are
means
on
it-
electric there.
Comes down in layers.
It's the entire negative energy of this apartment that was here is collapsing.
Wow.
I'm so happy.
Yay.
Nothing makes me happier than the story.
We are jumping around, and the hot spots are still hot, but they're 3 to 4 instead of 8 to 10. And just document that. We were at 10 to 12 microteslas here before the cleansing. The bed was going insane. There was a bubble. I mean, for God's sakes, I hardly believe it myself. Yep,
Yeah, if you can
Yeah.
stuff.
So I was like, oh, I'll stand
that's pretty good documentation.
your own bag of coffee,
Keep us caffeinated. So,
snacks, and
So,
we do work for food, I tell you what. We sure do.
and let's just do EMF just for fun.
No, that's perfect because
So, so you remember we had static electricity going 10 to 12 microtesla's all around the bed?
correct.
1 to 2 now.
Are you crapping me?
1 to 2.
That's really quite effective, I'm saying.
EMF is baselighting at 1 to 2.
wow,
Wow. That's awesome.
that is awesome.
Measurable differences.
Yes, we do cleansing, but then we,
Cool.
and this.
I get excited by these little things too because I'm like,
Measurable
okay.
differences.
And this is a $400 instrument that is made in a science lab.
Well, yeah,
It's
for scientific purposes.
yeah, it's not just a mumbo and a jumbo. This thing is science.
I mean, yeah.
This thing will tell you exactly what's present in your
But it's
space.
not meant for ghost hunting.
Wow.
It just happens to work real well for it.
There's a lot of different equipment that.
Right here, I did get it. Well, I turned it though. I was at 10 right here.
Might as well. Okay.
This right here was a hot spot, and I am getting 3 microteslas here where I was getting 12 before.
Deal in a thing in a deal.
Ooh, we spiked right there.
You too.
Hey, could I have your Parafunk spray or something?
Just hold on a minute.
Just that ledge to the doorway for some reason goes up to 4.
One thing at a time.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Alright. Give me your hands.
Okay.
Smells pretty rad, doesn't it?
No pun intended.
Palo Santo oil is really good for nerve pain. And then of course.
Oh, it's okay, I think.
And it's frankincense.
It's one of the 3
Right there. Watch the spike right there. Yeah, I want to do something with that doorway.
I'm much more of a Murph fan.
I actually have myrrh too, as a matter of fact.
Alright.
Not on me, but I do have a bottle at home.
I love them.
She has
All right. Highest EMF spike in the home is 4, and that's on the doorway to the bedroom. I want to do something about that, but it's still less than half of what it was.
Sure.
That's helpful.
It went from 12 to 4.
That's very good.
The rest of around the part or around.
I'll fix it.
Yeah, just the doorway to the bedroom. I don't know why.
Right here?
Yep. And I put a energy line. I'm probably reading my own energy line. No.
front door.
Yeah.
No, the doorway to the bedroom.
The door to the bedroom, the
Yeah.
threshold there. And then this whole trail.
Give it 5 minutes.
Yep. But the energy field around the bed on EMF and static is almost baseline.
That's great.
It's two,
And it was just pegging.
2 to 3 microteslas around the
That's
bed
like-
and
that's
on the
like
bed. Remember how we're getting we got static and EMF all around the bed.
Mm-hmm.
On the bed we got EMF but no static. Remember that?
Yeah.
So the bed's baseline.
That's
Really?
great.
The
You
entire
should
bed's
sleep
baseline
so
on
much
static and
better.
EMF. The entire bed is baseline. The energy field around the bed is at 2 to 3 microteslas.
I'm
So
just snorting oil now.
which is like it's like less,
Half an
what, a
ingredient.
third of almost a quarter of what it was.
That blows my mind.
That's
So
very,
good.
very
Every time I document this, that's what blows my mind. I'm
yeah.
like, this does better than we thought it would.